Okay, so as I mentioned in the last video, I did buy new bumpers, front and rear for the 1-ton. I also bought new valances, which I actually bought 2 of those because I'm going to do a little experimenting with one of them and see if I can't add some lights in there, make it look kind of like a semi-truck or something. But hopefully that works out. If not, we'll just go with the regular one. The tall box there is a grill. And I actually went with the genuine GM grill on that because from what I've seen and what I read, the original has this little deal that comes out to support the emblem, whereas the replicas, or the ones that aren't original, they just kind of go straight across here and they don't have this lip that jogs out here. So your emblem just kind of sticks out and it's real weird looking. That's just not for me. So I went ahead and spent a little extra money to get the OEM version. And then also, I've mentioned in the comments before, I got these Star HID or Star Lighting new housings. And I actually got 2 sets of them. The deal was on that is that they quit making them. So I actually bought the last set that Headlight Revolution had, and then I decided, well, what if I ever hit a deer? I may want another one. So I actually ended up buying another set from Canada, and I tell you what, I think I got the last 2 sets that were absolutely for sale. So I was pretty happy about that, and I'm sorry for you guys that don't get them, but I'm going to be selfish here. So let me open up one of these boxes and I'll show you what they look like. Okay guys, so here is the Star HID headlight housing, and it is just absolutely beautiful. It doesn't, one thing I love about it is the lens doesn't have those mold lines that those cheap Chinese junk ones you get off eBay have. It's a true polycarbonate lens, so it should last a long time. Of course, my truck ain't going to be in the sun all the time, but you shouldn't have to worry about these yellowing like those cheap Chinese ones do. One cool thing about these as well, and I don't know if you watch the if anybody watched the Headlight Revolution video on them, it's actually a really good watch. It's Headlight Revolution and the Star HID for the CK pickups. But one cool thing about these is the low beam. These housings actually convert the low beam to a D1S style bulb, which I guess they use. It's an HID bulb, which I guess they use on a lot of the factory HID sets. I'm not real sure exactly. You'd have to watch the video, but it's actually really cool. And looking at the beam pattern on it, the reflectors actually correct the flaws in the factory beam housing. The beam is nice and straight, nice and clear, and then the high beam actually sits above, when it's aimed against a wall, it actually sits above the low beam like it should. So I think that is going to really help out with the lighting problem that the CK pickups have. And I don't know if I pull this cover. Yeah, you can actually see the D1S bulb in there. I'm not sure what color temperature those are, but I was planning on getting either the 5 or the 6000 K color. Not too blue, but not too yellow. Also, the kit itself comes with, or this one came, the ballasts are the 35 watt ballasts, which are just fine. They'd still be brighter than stock, but I wanted something a little brighter, so I actually ordered off Headlight Revolution. I ordered the 55 watt ballasts to go with these, so that I would have a little bit more light output, so that maybe I could compete with these the new cars. Man, those things are so bright it's ridiculous. So this is actually the 55 watt ballast, and I bought one kit which came with 2 ballasts, so hopefully that'll up my brightness a little bit. From what I was reading, the 55 watt is about 5,000 lumens per bulb, so that should be probably 2 or 3 times brighter than the factory setup for sure. So stay tuned, and whenever I get these babies in, I'll do some comparison videos.